Hey, what's up?
Good morning, Avinash. We are here to learn all about you in 32. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, what were you doing before you popped by for this interview?
Making my coffee.
What do you do for a living?
I have a company that supplies branding to Caribbean companies.
Okay, what's the most brilliant recent thing you've done?
I can't tell you, it's top secret.
What are your biggest motivations to be brilliant?
I want to raise the standard of things in the Caribbean. I don't think that just because the Caribbean has less resources that it needs to be popped down.
Okay. What's the most rewarding part of your work?
I think the most rewarding part of our work is that because we're in branding and marketing, we're always at the very front of what any brand is doing and the latest thing. So you always know what's coming next, and it's really rewarding to see your work when it's finished.
Okay, what's the best advice you can give when it comes to finance and financial wisdom?
I think the best advice I can give for finance is that whatever you're doing, I think a lot of people think that you need to go and get investors first or go and raise funds or you need big money. I think you need to find a way to make your ideas work and make money enough to cover its cost from the beginning. And it doesn't mean, maybe it means you grow slower or you take longer, but it's always better to just understand how to work with less, because even when you get the big money or you get a big investment, then you'll be responsible with people's money.
All right, what's the worst advice you've ever heard regarding finance and financial wisdom?
I couldn't even start to tell you. Let me see if one comes to mind. Yeah, I can't think of anything. There's just most of what you hear is crap. I think a lot of people just have misconceptions that you need to get funding from, you have to go and borrow big sets of money and sell your house and stuff. I think the key thing is just you have to start small. I think the best thing to do is to start small and learn as you grow. And then it's funny because if you got a lot of money when you started, you may not even know what to do with it, or you might do the wrong thing with it or end up in debt. And a lot of companies actually that start up and so on, like ours, I think they sometimes they borrow money and then they figure out what is the right thing to do, but by the time they've figured it out, it's too late because they owe so much money and they don't have, they can't pay it off, so they just fall flat, and then someone comes after them and does it and gets it right.
Okay, what's your favorite food?
Pad Thai from lemongrass.
Okay, what's your guilty pleasure, if you can tell us?
Coffee and cigarettes.
Do you have any secret talents?
Secret talents? Well, I used to sing back in the day, but I don't know, it didn't really work out. But yeah, I would like to call that my secret talent.
Okay, what makes you tick?
What makes me tick? What makes me go? I think the fact that we're young and there's this promise of live one life that you know of. And so what makes me tick is this desire to make the most of my life and make a difference in other people's lives.
What about you drives your significant other crazy?
Tons of things. But I think the one she would say the first is that I don't like to be wrong.
Alright, we have some either ors. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Cricket or football?
Cricket.
Sports or movies?
Movies.
What's the most Bajan thing you've ever heard or seen done?
Well, I can't think of anything on the spot. Let me think. Let me try. A lot of them are just I can't share it on a video.
Understood. KFC or Chafette?
Chafette.
Wingdings or tenders?
Tenders.
Tamarind balls or nut cake?
Tamarind balls.
Finish this sentence. You should know these things before.
You should know these things before. I don't get it.
You never watch CBC. Finish this sentence. The dog that brings the bone?
The dog that brings the bone. It got lost me again.
Describe Barbados and Bajans in 3 words to the rest of the world.
Whew! I'm on camera. Laid back. Does that count as 2 words?
That's one.
Laid back. Relaxed. And easygoing.
Okay. Country life or town life?
Town life.
Kadooment or Juve?
Juve.
What's one cause you care deeply about?
Mental health.
What's one thing about you most people would be surprised to know?
Well, I don't know. Well, I'm shy.
Okay. What makes you happy?
Progress.
Who's your favorite person to work with?
Well, I have a number of people that I like to work with. I wouldn't want to make it unfair and say any one of them. So, my team at ALVASCO.
Okay. Can you share with us your future goals?
My future goals is to expand further into other Caribbean islands.
Finish this sentence. Think outside
The bank.